If a child knocked on your door and asked for food, you would feed them. If somebody tripped and fell in front of you, you would help them up and make sure they were okay. And that's where I get stuck. Because that's the type of people we are, yet that's not the type of people we choose to put in leadership positions. If you're new here, I'm Maddie, an Iowa mom who pays attention and doesn't stop asking questions. If you want to know where the US is headed, watch Iowa. This year is kind of a big deal for us. We have both a governor seat and a Senate seat open at the same time, which doesn't happen. No, seriously, the last time was in 1968. I think this is one of those moments where what we choose is going to shape what happens next. And it's not so much another election year as it is to really decide who we are. I still believe that Iowa can be a place with strong education and where people feel supported, where Iowa nice actually means something. Because here's what I know about Iowans. If a child comes up to your door and asks for food, you're going to feed them. If you see somebody trip and fall on the sidewalk, you're going to help them up and make sure they're okay. And yet we choose people for leadership that wouldn't do those same things. It's like somewhere along the way, those two things aren't lining up. And this week I had a moment that really kind of brought that home for me. It was called a slur by a child. And more than anything else, it made me pause. Because kids don't come up with that on their own. They learn it from what's being said and what's being not said. I'm thinking about what type of world my kids and our children are going to grow up in and what becomes normal if we don't say anything. I don't think you have to be political to care about this. I don't think you have to fit into some party box to have a voice. I think it starts much, much smaller than that. I think it starts with caring about people and being willing to say that and show that. Maybe it looks like paying attention a little bit more. Maybe it looks like having that conversation that you would typically avoid. Maybe it's looking and learning about what's actually being decided in your community. It doesn't have to be big, but it does have to be something. Because I know who we are. I've seen it. I was born and raised here. I know what we're capable of. I've seen the good over and over and over again. I want that version of us to show up everywhere, not just in our individual homes, but in who we choose. If we'd help that child at our front door, then that should show up in our leadership choices too.